Hello everyone, Kiki Cannon here with Cannon Studios, and Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. And today I wanted to bring to you guys another resin video. So today's video is going to be about gluing and assembling resin pieces. So if you ever wanted to make something really big with your resin printer and you have all these pieces and you're wondering how do I put these together, this video is going to show you exactly how to do that, and it's not too complicating. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have these over here, which are just fresh off the printer. I still haven't even cleaned them up yet, so I'm probably going to go ahead and clean those up. And then all these other pieces are already printed and cured, and I'm just going to clean these up and basically assemble these on these hair combs. So the nice thing about 3D modeling and resin printing all your pieces is if you need to make small adjustments for your prototype and it doesn't quite work how you want it to, it's super easy to just go into the file, tweak it a bit, and then print something new. And this is very inexpensive to do. And so it's been very, very, very fantastic. So after cleaning off my pieces, I'm going to cure them. And I don't have the best setup right now, but I'm working on it. So I have these solar powered turntables that I use, and sometimes I back stuff with foil. And I also am just currently using a chip box, and I have my UV light in there. I'm going to be making something better in the future. I just really haven't had any time, and this just kind of works right now for curing my pieces. So now I'm going to go ahead and cure this. And while our pieces are being cured, I'm going to clean up the other pieces so that they're ready, so when this is cured we can start assembly. Alright, now that our pieces are cured, we can take off the supports and then start gluing them together. Now that all my pieces are sanded and cleaned up, all I do is I take a little bit of resin and I made my 3D model so that these pieces could easily fit together for assembly. And I just add my resin and place my piece and hold it under the UV light for probably like 10-15 seconds until it's cured. And I just keep doing this. You can also use your resin as any kind of filler to fill in any imperfected spots or cracks and then sand it. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm wearing protective eyewear so that the UV light is not directly in my eyes. I do recommend using that. I'm also looking into getting a smaller UV light, like a flashlight, to use instead of my box. This is just what I'm currently doing, but there are better methods probably to look into. Also, if you have big cracks or areas to fill, you can take chunks of cured resin, maybe like your supports or any excess you have, use it to put in the space and then add your uncured resin around it just to use it as filler. And I have done this before on a few projects and it works really well. So now all the pieces are cured and done. As you can see, I put extra resin around the edges to fill any kind of cracks to make it actually seamless and a solid piece, and for any touch-ups. And I'm just going to go through and sand everything together and make it nice and smooth. Now that everything is cleaned up and I have my gems colored, which I also have a video on dyeing gems if you're interested, I'm going to use the translucent resin to put in between the cracks for the gem while I cure it. So it's going to be the same process, except for I'm going to use the translucent resin instead of the opaque resin. So I already primed and painted my hair combs, and now the last step is just to add in these gems here, and then I will be done after I do a clear coat on the gems. These are the first batch of this new item that I'm making, so this is the prototype. I might go into the file and figure out how to make them a little bit cleaner, but overall I'm really happy with the results.
So here's another piece that I've been working on. I'm almost done. I still have a lot more pieces that are finished that aren't added yet, so it doesn't quite look as finished. I'm just working on the painting process. But for this, I also used the fusing method that I just showed you guys. And originally, this was 5 pieces, which I printed off of my Elegoo Saturn. I also used chunks of resin that was cured in between the gaps and glued it together. But much like the crowns I showed you guys, I did have this fit together like a puzzle piece initially, so there wasn't any sliding or moving around before I added in the resin and things like that. So I really hope this fusing method really helps you guys think about how to make something really big in sections and then put it together. This is pretty much completely seamless. It's not going to break, it's not going to fall apart. It is fused together as one solid piece, and you can just go over the seams if you need to and do any extra sanding or dremeling that may be required. So I really hope this video has helped you in any way and maybe get excited about resin printing yourself. I also have a lot of other resin printing videos. Feel free to check them out if you want to get started or get into resin printing. And if you've made it this far in the video, I actually have a question for you guys. What is your favorite cosplay material to work with? I am really curious to know. I have plenty more videos coming on all kinds of things. I love talking about shop stuff and I love making videos, so really fun time. I also want to remind you guys, when working with any of these materials that you may see in my videos, please be sure to wear the proper PPE and be safe for you and your pets. And last but not least, thank you so much for my Tier 3 sub, Nicholas, again this month for subbing Tier 3 on my Twitch channel. And thank you for everyone else and all my other supporters for subbing this month. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And like always, feel free to stop in the Twitch chat and hang out with me in the studio live and ask any questions that you may have. So thank you all again so much. I apologize for the delay in this video, as my microphone died in the midst of making this video. So I did have to go back and do a little bit of voiceover, and I did have to wait for my new microphone to come in, but now that it's here, I can get back to making videos again. So please feel free to like and sub to stick around and hopefully you enjoy my upcoming content.